Hello and welcome. Today we have a Platinum Winston. I've never seen this VOD before, so I'll be commenting in real time. So let's get into it.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Alright. Oh, so you got a Torbjorn, okay. And an Orisa. Cool. They have a Rhine and a Pharah, okay. And a Roadhog. Okay, respect that. That was a bit of a slow reaction on that Roadhog, just as a side note. As you climb, people are going to start reacting to things faster. So, like, right here, this doesn't really matter so much now, but something to be aware of for the future. Right here, you start poking. The moment you see that Roadhog, you need to back off, because if he's quick, he's going to hear that zapping. He's going to turn immediately towards you and just hook you. Well, probably right-click, hook you, and then left-click you. He might just hook you. Also, a better player might just already be looking in your direction. The moment he sees you, he's just going to go for you. So, something to consider. Okay. Okay, he saw you. Okay, you backed off. Good. Okay. This is actually an interesting problem. Normally, I would tell you to dive this Pharah now, or maybe the Mercy. But you have a couple things not going for you. First off, you don't have like a flexible. Actually, let's look at your comp. Because I think just before we saw it. Well, I saw it. Okay, and the Tracer. Okay, so with a comp like this, so going back. Okay. Normally I would tell a Winston, depending on numerous factors, to dive the Pharmacy, one or the other. But that typically comes when you have like a Diva with you. You have more flexible DPS options, like a Soldier with you, especially maybe a McCree. Heck, even in some cases, like a Tracer or Genji into that mix is okay too. Now, because all of them can then kind of burst her down. No one except for Soldier in that case, or McCree, would do a lot of damage at once, except for them. But when you start combining, the Winston, the Diva, maybe some Shurikens, maybe some left clicks that are far away from Tracer. Maybe there's a Zen orb to help out too with the Discord. In all of those cases, you can really burst down a Pharmacy very efficiently. But you're running a static defense comp, and actually on that note, running the Winston with a comp like this is kind of strange. Because now you're in a situation where you can't really dive this Pharmacy because you're running, a static defense with the Orisa and the Torbjorn. Also, the moment you dive her, you're going to fall down into a Roadhog, which is not good either. So you're kind of in a weird spot where your best bet is actually just to wait here, see what the opponents do, and then react accordingly. So I know that was a lot of explanation for this, but it's really important that you understand why I'm telling you to do this. Okay. I love the patience. This is great. And Hook is down, so that's really nice. So actually, now in this case, now that Pharah is peeking into that room, now that Hook is down and she's peeking, now you could probably go and start messing with this Pharah or Mercy. It's kind of hard to say which one to go for in this case, especially since I'm not sure if you guys are in comms or anything, but yeah. Oh, what? How did that happen? What? I need to see that again. Right about here. But you're not on anything. Oh, are you on the railing? No? What? Okay, well, that looks like a bug to me. I'm not sure what happened, but that sucks. Okay. Okay, this is good. Yes, nice. And actually, something I forgot to mention earlier, I mentioned that your comp's kind of weird. Your best ally here is Tracer, because when she goes and flanks someone, you can actually go with her. And actually, I think that's what happened, right? Yeah, Tracer was with you. Actually, where is she? Oh, there she is. Okay, yeah. Cool. All right, cool. So now we're back in. All right. Well done. Nice. You can jump up. Yes, good. Okay, that's fine. If you die here, it's not a big deal. It's just cleanup. Okay. Actually, who died with you? Who was that? Genji? No, Mercy, sorry. You don't have Genji. Okay. Okay. because you died towards the end of that fight, you probably doing a play like this, you probably should have jumped from like here. Going forward like this makes no sense. You should have from like right here. You should have jumped onto this high ground if you were gonna go for that space. Doing it like through here is so dangerous. And you took a bunch of damage for it, and you would have taken more if your opponents were a little bit better at aiming and whatnot. Nice, cool. That's a bad kill. Whoa, what is happening? Wait, what? How did you lose also the... Oh, I see. Interesting. Well, not a whole lot you can do for your team there. It sounds like there's... Is that a Widow? Well, at this point, the fight's lost. There's no way you guys got this. I have a question though. I thought I heard a Widow. Oh, there's a Widow. Okay, cool. So you could have gone for her. But your team really shit the bed here. Not sure what Mercy was doing there, and then the turret too. That's strange. Okay, and at that point, the fight's over. There's very little you can do at that point.
I'll go old for the second
Okay.
push.
Once more into the breach.
Objective lost.
So you probably, God, again, this kind of goes back to the Winston being kind of strange with this comp. I want you, yes, up here. Alternatively, you could also be in a different spot, but this is actually a pretty good one too. That being said, you're kind of late to the party. You needed to go like now. This hesitation, that like 2-second hesitation, or I don't know, maybe it's 3 seconds, is actually really dangerous because now you're getting to this space late. McCree's already here and Roadhog, so you might die here. Let's see what happens. Good, you got the bubble down in time. Excellent. So because I think his hook hit the barrier, but that is a really risky play. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I like this. I like this. Oh, you got to dance with that wall, that barrier way better. You got to like stay on the line and oscillate back and forth. You kind of went into the bubble quite a bit. Let me see that again. Yeah, right there. You are way too far into the bubble. You got to be like dancing with this line like tightly. The tighter the better. Yeah. Okay. He just okay, that was an unnecessary primal rage. Let me see this again. Actually, you know, let's just as soon as that res comes through, reload. Because the thing is, you're at full health and you're actually about to get bubble again. So you're about to have, so if you reload, you're gonna have full ammo. Let's say full health because you're at 497 and you might get to 500 right now. You have your shift and you're about to have bubble in 3 seconds. This fight, you could probably do a crap ton of damage to McCree before you get low, and then you can burn Primal Rage. Because one of the best parts about Primal Rage is that it's kind of a baiting tool, and it's a full heal, right? You get effectively 1500 health because 1000 plus 500 if you time it right. And you know, actually, you shouldn't be waiting to get down to like 1 health, so 1499. But you know, you can kind of use some of that health, about half. Pretty safely in most cases. Yeah. Oh, and actually you were reloading. So if you just waited a bit. Okay, good. It's clean. And the best part about holding on to it is that you might actually not need to use it. Which is always a good thing. If you can be more efficient with ultimate usage, that's good too. Okay. Oh, you guys gave... Okay, did you have the tick beforehand? Yeah, they already lost the tick. Okay. That sucks. Oh, I'm not sure why you bailed there. So right here, you have Tracer with you. You need to get in there. Yeah. You guys have won this fight, and you can get in there, yeah. Valkyrie just went down, so... Oh, my friend. Oh, that was a bit of a wasted opportunity to kill that Widow, to kill the Mercy and then the Widow. So, bit timid there, unfortunately. Oh, what a hook! Okay, so... Oh, that actually is kind of some BS. Let me see that again. Oh my goodness. What? Okay, well, regardless, you could be hugging this wall much tighter. This wall right here that's in front of you, don't be afraid to just W all the way into it. Yeah. Okay, also, as soon as you get this, throw that bubble down. As soon as you get hooked. Yeah, you hold on to it for quite a while. And then do you mess up the jump? Let me see that again. Because there's stairs here. Oh, yeah, you do kind of mess up the jump. Jumps on stairs are really hard. If I'm not mistaken, the correct way to do it is to actually to jump first and then do the to like space bar and then jump back. Let me see it again. I'm not a super good Winston. Shit, let me see that one more time. Sorry. You always got to be mindful of stairs, Winston. So like right about here. Okay, that's when you land. It's kind of hard to tell if you jump here. I don't think you do. Oh, it actually kind of does. It kind of looks like you do jump because I think he. No. I can't quite tell, but I don't think you jump there. So you have to always be mindful of stairs as Winston. It's so that, and then I think actually you can even throw a little S key in there too. That way you kind of distance yourself from that front step that consumes the landing. But I haven't played Winston in a while, and I'm not a master at it. So, but if I'm not mistaken, you're better off jumping and then go for the shift, so that this mistake doesn't happen. And again, your bubble is a bit late here, in my opinion. Whew. Oh. Also, I'm not a fan of Winston's consuming that armor because you're typically just gonna lose it in the poke battle. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, get in there, good. Actually, I say good, but you don't have bubble. That being said, your team kind of needs you to get up here and start applying some pressure. So you're really gonna have to use these. Well, now that actually, the main thing is you're actually gonna have to just drop down the moment something goes bad. So actually, in retrospect, using this armor is actually not so bad in this case, because you don't have bubble for 5 seconds, which is such a long time. Oh, that's why yeah. That was a tough situation to be in. Trying to think of what you could have done better. You could have waited to dive because you don't have bubble. You also could have just played closer. Like, one of the things you can do to buy time is to get up here, left click, and then just like drop down immediately. Doesn't buy a whole lot of time, but it's better than nothing. And you just kind of just create a little bit of space, a little bit of time for your team to work in, and you drop down, and now your jump pack and your bubble come up at the same time, which is excellent. Then you can come back and do it again in 6 seconds. Oof. Right in the face, the flashbang. All right. Wait, oh, you got res, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm with you, I like that. You could, let's see. Does your bubble go down? That was a good left click. One thing I've noticed about your play is this is something that DPS players learned pretty early on in their, in their quote unquote DPS career. I'll get back to it in a second. Actually, no. But something that tanks also have to be able to use too is this idea of, going left and right sporadically, this AD strafing. It makes it much harder for you to get hit. Oh, nice, you guys are winning this fight. And it's still important as a tank. Like, even big targets like Roadhog and Winston, that little AD strafing can actually save them quite a bit of health. So just as a side note, just more sporadic movement, A and D, and sometimes W and S. Cool. Hug that wall. Good. You're learning. This is good. We go forward. Okay, so they're poking. Cool. Okay. Oh, what is he doing? Okay, so this is fine what you're doing here. When he drops down, you don't necessarily have to drop down, but I think you were worried about that Roadhog, so that's why you did. So I think this is fine. Now, what do? You probably just collapse onto this Reinhardt. That's what I would do. I would just collapse onto him. I'd walk towards him, kill him, maybe put a bubble on him. Like, rather, you know, put your shield around him. That way he can't get... well, actually, they don't have an Ana, so it doesn't really matter too much. But you could probably still do it depending on the circumstances. So let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, okay, nice. Oh, yes. Oh, you messed up that dive. But actually, it's not a big deal. Oh, crap. This entire time, someone was on the point. What? Oh, no, they got it from last round. Okay, my bad. All right, okay. Nice. Yes. Okay, yeah, that's a better primal rage. Let me see it again, though. Yeah, this is good primal rage. Great. I would have liked to see you maybe do one more shift, like a short jump where you do shift and S key. That way you don't go too far. Granted, you might still be on the stairs, so it actually might get consumed. But actually, that's okay because then you'll tag this McCree on the left with that shift damage. So I would like to see you use one more shift before you use this primal rage, as long as it was an S key shift where you do like a short jump. Cool. That being said, not a big deal. Yeah, go for the Mercy. Yes. Yeah. Okay. That jump. Let's analyze that jump. This does look like a short jump, yes. But probably wasn't necessary. You probably could have just walked up to him. Almost no need to do this, because then you risk him. You kind of just keep pushing him further away. It takes so much longer to kill him. Cool, you still got him in the corner. Good. Yeah, it's fine. Cool. All right, I think I have time to review one more fight. Mercy, no. Okay, that's fine. No, okay. Not a good bubble. That bubble is gonna last, as you can see, like 1 second against that whole hog. Is there something you could have done better here? No, not really. Still, I think you should have hugged that wall a bit tighter, like... Yeah, so again, you're a little bit too far from the wall. So go closer to that wall so you don't get hooked like you did last time, as Mercy just did. Here, this space is theirs. There's not a whole lot you can do to contest this now with Mercy dead. Your best bet is to go somewhere else. Like, you could probably walk underneath them. I like that play. You could go up here, but I'm not a big fan of that. Going here is also kind of dangerous. You're really just trying to buy time and kind of play off your opponent's mistakes. So I would actually push underneath them, pull them away from the point a bit. Then if they chase me, then I can jump back towards the point. So kind of buy time in that sense. That being said, you moving here isn't the worst thing in the world. Not a big fan of this bubble. It's just gonna get deleted. You're much better, and all it does is protect yourself, right? You could have protected yourself by just burning the leap, which is on a much shorter cooldown. Just leap away. Or if you wanted to leap into that McCree, which I don't like, I actually prefer you just to leap away here. Okay, so you got a Dragon Blade coming out. Okay, so the Mercy's above you, but it's unlikely you're gonna kill her by yourself when she's Valkyrie, and I don't think you have a lot of support here. Okay. Oh yeah, this fight was kind of lost the moment Mercy got picked like that. We'll see if you guys bring this back. Yeah, you're getting kills. Actually, whoa, hold on, let's see this here, because what's going on? You jump. I love this jump. This is great. Put that shield down. Nice. Maybe too slow, but that's okay. Nice. That jump you did in the air was excellent. Oh my god, you guys are gonna win this. Yes. Well done. So, and then a Mercy here. Where is she? Was that your Mercy? Oh, that was their Mercy. Okay. Okay. This jump, actually, this is perfect because this is what I want to talk about. It was like right around here somewhere. Oh, and actually, look. Let me see that again because it looked like you tried to do it, but the cooldown didn't come up. Right there, you try to do it, but then you realize the cooldown wasn't up. Then you do it again. Okay, this is exactly the kind of thing that Winston excels at. He excels at buying time. How is that? Through leaps. So this was great. This, if you die here, there's a good chance you actually lose this. Let's watch it because you're absorbing more time. You're doing tons of damage. Mercy's able to heal you up. And you got a bubble down. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now I want to compare that to this earlier, where instead you use a barrier that just gets deleted, does nothing. Where you could have used a leap to buy more time. In this case, probably not up, probably just back towards this room or back towards spawn, whatever. Just get away from the fight. Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Let's see, what do you need to work on? This was actually a tough VOD because you're playing Winston with the static defense comp is kind of strange. That being said, you played it pretty damn well. Positioning yourself kind of away from the team, ready to like jump onto the back line, especially with Tracer in some instances. So that was actually well done on your part. Very intelligent. There were moments where you could have acted maybe more as like a bodyguard, stay a little bit closer to your team, like especially on first point. But actually, that was your Mercy dying. But again, you probably could have been. So the thing I'm trying to kind of, because I'm not used to Winston's running Winston in a defense comp, in a static defense comp. So I'm kind of thinking about how to analyze it. But there were probably instances where you could have been closer with your team, like on point A when Mercy got picked by McCree, I think. Where you could have been kind of with them like on the sides, not on the point, but kind of on the sides to kind of throw a bubble down, put some pressure, apply some pressure to the opponents. Whereas you were kind of on that high ground on that far side, maybe slightly too far from the team. This last one, actually, well, you guys technically did win this last one, but it seems like your Mercy was having problems getting picked, so that's kind of on her. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. So overall, your play is pretty good. Leaps, there were some like small things here and there that I pointed out throughout the video, so I'm not gonna wrap those up. But like that one Primal Rage, that wasn't so great. Yeah, but overall, I feel like your Winston play was actually pretty smart given the circumstances. So if you keep playing this way, I could easily see you climbing up to Diamond. Yeah. Cool. So hope the video was helpful. If you liked it, please like the video and please subscribe. Thank you.